Hey guys, good morning. I'm coming to you with a design team project for Erica, who is scrapdiva.com, her website, and then on YouTube, scrapdiva29. So let's go ahead and dive in because guys, I filled it up. These are those little file folder dies that she has, and I put the three together because I seen her do it, and I knew I wanted to create like a little stationery kit to put it. So now it's complete, full, and it's ready to be gifted. Guys, it's so cute. Okay, so right here, guys, here is my Instagram plug. So for those of you that don't follow me on Instagram, here I am. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove this and put these on the side, and let's go ahead and dive in. And let me show you the dies that I used. I did use her bow die. This is the largest one, and that was what I used to make shabby bows. Okay, so quick hint, a lot of you already know how to put a bow together, but there's maybe some girls that are gonna see my bows and you're gonna question how I did it. So when I do any of my paper bow dies, I'm always breaking the fibers of the bow right away. So I got this one, I die cut it, I curved it, I grab the inside piece, I grab it, and I do the same thing. So they're two separate. I do not put them together, glue them together, and then do it, because I've seen that when you do that, it buckles and it doesn't lay nicely. And I also, when I glue this on here, I'm using liquid adhesive. I do not use hot glue. And so then I put these two pieces on. And mind you, it's already turned over, right? So then you flip it over. Then I grabbed the Hobby Lobby trim that I showed you guys that I've used throughout here, and I layered it from here to here. It's layered all in the back, and I use liquid adhesive to adhere it on the back because hot glue gets kind of thick and chunky, and I don't want that. Unless you know how to maneuver it better, then feel free to do that, because then you need to fold it over. And I like the bow to fold nicely. I don't like it to see it bent flat. So that's the reason why too, that you're using this to break it, so that it just looks round. So, and then once the lace is already on here, and then I glue it on, and then you'll see the lace is sticking out through here. It's gorgeous. So I'm gonna show you guys right now. I just wanted to show you now before I show you the bows that I made. Okay, these are Shabby Extra Amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love. So I went ahead and these are the bows that I was telling you before, that on the inside, you'll see how the lace is in there. It's so pretty, but then look at how it perfectly hangs out. It's so stinking cute. And this right here is just a little doily I happen to have in my stash. I cut it in half and I just put it under the bow, and I put the other half on this side that I just layered, you know, I put some twine in the button. I layered a piece of fabric. I used that gold mesh. Then I used some cheesecloth. Super duper cute, super shab. And then what I did on these, because these are not, I did not have removable tape. So you just put a speckle of little hot glue on there. And then I used these foam dots from Dollar Tree. I put that on here, but I also use hot glue. I'll put hot glue here, and then I'll put this on top of it so that it stays on really well. And it has that plastic covering, right? So you just put that and you put it on here, and now it only holds it temporarily. It's not gonna stay, it'll pop right off. And I did that on purpose so that you're not ripping the back of the bow, trying to take it off. So yeah, that's what I decided to do. So here are my shabby bows using that bow die. Guys, are you not dying? It is so stinking cute. Okay, let's move on. And then I did some wax seals. Sorry for the glare, guys. I did wax seals, and they're all different like shades of like a pink type of color. And I used two different, a flower and a butterfly, and they're ready to go. And I only put like a little tiny piece of hot glue behind the seal, just a smidge of it. So all you have to do is like twist it and it pops right off. So yeah. And then these are just, this is Tales of You and Me from Frank Garcia. So this is just the stickers from there, just in case you're asking, because back then Prima would add those on there. Okay, so add some wax seals. I went ahead and added these super cute pins, and I got these from Hobby Lobby when they were on sale. So I'm gifting those. And then of course you guys already seen my Shabby dragonflies. Love these guys. Look at how cute. Oh my gosh. And the little dangles. Stop it. So that's in there as well. All right, so that's the one. Now the second one is the envelopes. I did some envelopes. So can you imagine the cute little waxy? Oh, that's so cute. So look at how gorgeous this collection is, guys. It's just beautiful. So I did 3 envelopes. I did 3 card bases. Okay, I just used 110 pound cardstock. Nothing major. They're empty. They're meant for the other person to decorate. Then I packed, there was no ephemera. I did not have any ephemera. So they did have cut aparts in there, and that is what's in here. And then I also added layering pieces. So this is vintage music paper that you can layer on here. And then I did cut some cardstock to layer on top of that. These are all cut aparts. And I just added them all in here so that recipient can go ahead and decorate it. This is just says, hey there, this is what I showed previously, so I just added it in there. And again, I just put the little sticker on there. Okay, now let's go ahead and show the box that I did. So I just want to put these back in here real quick. I'm gonna have to re-glue this on here because I popped it off so that you could see the actual bow. So I'll go back and I will do that. But just for a quick at a glance, just so you can see again, my little file box stationery. I did it for a stationery set. Gorgeous. So, all right, here's the box. Now this box right here, guys, okay, is the flipping cutest. This right here, I'm gonna put Bona's video below. She is insane phenomenal when it comes to doing tutorials. Well, with a lot of things, but she is amazing at doing tutorials using metal dies. And this right here, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, there is a ton of dies. Because when Erica does these, she adds all your layering pieces, okay? So you can opt to use them or use some of them or not use them. It's completely up to you, but I like that the option is there, and I added all of them because it just makes the project look amazing. So here is the front part. I just added a bunch of different layers of, you know, fabric appliques, a little piece of beaded applique. This beautiful ribbon right here is from Frank Garcia. This right here is from Tay, this flower. No, that's not true. That's not from Tay. It's Scrapping for My Boys. She sells flowers too. And so this is the flower, and I just covered it and put one of the stickers that was part of the collection. This sticker is also part of the collection. So I just did one little cluster on the side because I did not want to cover all this paper. It's just so beautiful, you know, and I added all the layering pieces. I mean, it's so gorgeous. I'm so excited that I got it. This right here is a metal knob from Tim Holtz. And because in here, it was already factored in that you were going to put some type of knob. I wanted this to be a functioning knob that, you know, didn't just adhere on here and then it pops off. I wanted it to actually stick on here, so I will show you that. So let's go ahead and show, let's see if okay, look at this, guys. Oh, the Shabby heavens have opened. So what I did in this top part is I wanted to add fabric and different things in here for the cards to make them shabby. So these two beautiful flowers is by Gloria. And she is, oh my gosh, it was just in my mind. She's on Instagram. And she did, and I bought these flowers for her. She did, these are pink vellum flowers, and absolutely gorgeous. Her name, it can't pop in my mind, but I will link her below, her Instagram below, because right now she's selling bee kits, and they are the cutest. So that's what these are right here. So I just put a couple of those in there. And then I just added little, you know, pieces of trim. And I love to go to Hobby Lobby and buy, like this right here is by the yard. And, you know, when it comes around those big paper bowl thingies, whatever. And when they're 50% off, because they have beautiful applique pieces, and I would never pay for them full price. So when they're 50% off, I get them. So I just added a couple and I cut it apart because it's one long piece. So I cut those apart, and I just, you know, whatever was in my stash, I put them in there. So I just want to show you, because I know I love to look at stuff like this. And these can all be cut in pieces. This is that mesh trim I told you about from Hobby Lobby. It's on the, and this is the spool, like the ones that you, where all the trim comes in. The big one that I'm talking about is the one that's like $15 a yard, where you have to buy it by the yard. But this isn't. This is like, what, $3.99 spool. And then here's some cheesecloth. I love this stuff, and it's from Hobby Lobby as well. And I love using this one because you can rip this in small pieces and it shreds really nice. So I put a piece of that in there, and I have some tulle in there, some gold tulle. And then here's just some mesh that I had in my stash as well. So it fit just perfectly in here, just layered. And then, you know, my friend that gets it, she'll be able to cut these apart in pieces. They're meant to cut in pieces, and, you know, put however she wants to put them in there. Okay, and it just fits snug like a bug. Okay. Let's put that in there first. There. How cute. Then we have this compartment, and then I just put some Glossy Accents. These, I bought these from Joann's online. They sell these little tiny ones, and I bought these years ago, but it's brand new, so it's never been opened. But it's just fitting here because which one of us does not like adhesive? We all need it. So this knob right here, you will see it goes through, and it's a screw. So this screw, you're screwing it through the back, but because it's flush, you know, it doesn't take up any space inside. But this right here, when you do this box, it's 1 10-pound on one side, right? And then it folds over. So it's like double that. So it's like 220. So it's super thick. So this right here, I wanted it to be like that and not pop off. That was probably my biggest fear, is putting something that's just on the surface and then trying to pull it and it pops off. And right now, guys, it's summertime everywhere. So if you even hot glue anything on here, it's just gonna fall apart. So that's why I wanted this metal knob, and it's, you know, Tim Holtz knob. So we're just gonna go ahead and push these down a smidge to make sure they don't get damaged. But how cute, guys. So many of the amazing designers Erica has have so many different, they have it to where it's like a little shadow box, and they're adding cute little things. So it's just, you know, it's like just a design on the inside, and you pull it out and you can see it, because when these come out, it's supposed to fold. I wanted to use it as a box, you know, because this is how it's supposed to go. Try not to, there you go. So it goes like this, and then it goes like this, and it holds really nicely. So if you had like a pretty little scene there, how cute would that be, right? So, but I wanted to use mine for storage. But I actually really do love this box, and it came out so stinking gorgeous. And it fits perfectly in here. But because I have this kind of high up, and thank goodness I did it on this side. I didn't even think about it, because I always gravitate to the left. I don't know why. But if I would have done that, it wouldn't have fit. So thank goodness it fit. See, and it still has space in there. So you just got to be mindful. If you use it with this, this has to be able to, you can't go too crazy on the outside. But how fun, guys. Is this not beautiful? So very fast, I wanted to give you a helpful hint when doing this, because I messed up the first time, is I use liquid adhesive on this. I don't use hot glue, and I did not use the tape. Bona shows you how to use the tape, and you could totally do that as well. I wanted wiggle room, because when you're building these things, you have to be very careful, okay? I want you to see how small. You probably won't even notice it, but where you see the stitch lines, you gotta make sure not to go over the stitch lines when you're adhering them. This one I went over. So because I went over by that, just a fraction of just super tiny, it messed up my whole measurement. Because look at this box. It's too snug. Look at that. And that's shoving it in, and you see how it buckles. Okay, you have to keep in mind when you're building this box, you're folding over the flaps, right? And you're using a heavy weight. So now you're adding thickness all the way around the box. So this one does not, it's just one layer. So now, look at that. It just won't fit. It just ruined it by doing that. And look at that. Because, let's see, now let me see if I can get back out of there. So I was really upset that I did that. And you have to keep in mind when building this box as well, you got to make sure to be very flush all the way around. You cannot have a lot of gaps because it changes the whole size of doing this. So that's why this time when I use the glue, before it really set in, I just kind of like slid it through and make sure it kind of slid in and out very nicely. Just be careful with this right here is what's going to change everything. So be very careful to not go over. You want to kind of go below the lines on this side because this is one piece, okay? Or else it just ruins your whole box that you just built. So I did have to do it again, and but it's all good. I did it, and this time I learned from the second time. So if I can save you time and paper, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, so check out Bona's video if you have this die, or if you think that you want to get it, because it is really stinking cute. So that is it. Actually, did I just show you that? I don't remember if I showed you this right here, but I'm gonna show you. This is the stamp and die from Erica. It's all about the baking sweet treats. So I just cut out a bunch just so you could see what they look like. And you don't have to be a baker to use these, guys. You can do sweet treat type of crafting and use these, and it would be just as fine. So I just wanted you to see what they look like. I love it. Handmade, sweet treat, sugar coated, you're worth it, baked with love. And that was just using, I think, 5 of them. So I wanted to keep these. I already have these pre-die cut, so if I do anything and use a pizza box and put something cute in it, I could add this to the back of it. That would cute. Or you could just, you know, put a hole through here and have a couple of them hang together. You know, that would be cute too. There's many things you can do with these, and I thought it was adorable. So these are pre-cut and ready to go for me. And that was using this super cute stamp and die set. So that is it, guys. I hope that you're inspired and love this shabby amazingness. And that is it. If you have any questions, please go ahead and go ahead and put them below, and I'll answer them. And all the information will be down there as well. My discount code Anna10 if you want to dive in and get a little discount. And that's it. All right, guys, have an amazing and blessed day, and I will see you later. Bye.